Hi guys, I'm Nancy and welcome to my kitchen. Today it's a very fall day. I even have on my cute little pumpkin patch shirt. And anyway, it's like 65 outside and it's very fall-like here in Utah, so I figured we could get to baking some cookies. So if you enjoy baking and you enjoy this video, I hope you stick around and hit that red subscribe button, and let's get to baking. For your ingredients, you're going to need 113 grams or a half a cup of unsalted butter, 100 grams or a half a cup of sugar, 70 grams, which is 1/3 cup light brown sugar, 73 grams or 1/4 of a cup of pumpkin puree, 1 large egg yolk, 3/4 teaspoon of vanilla, 190 grams or 1½ cups of all-purpose flour, 1½ teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice, a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/4 of a teaspoon of cream of tartar, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So the first thing we're going to do is combine butter, sugar, brown sugar, and we're going to mix this in our stand mixer until it's well combined, and then we're going to stir in the pumpkin. Next, we are going to stir in the egg yolk and the vanilla. Now for our dry ingredients, we are going to get a separate bowl and whisk together our flour, pumpkin pie spice, baking soda, cream of tartar, and salt until it's all well combined. Now that we've got the dry and the wet ingredients prepared, we are now going to mix the dry ingredients into the wet. And you want to do this until they're well combined. By well combined, we want to make sure that there isn't any dry flour sitting, so there's not going to be any white flour sitting anywhere in your bowl. You're probably going to want to scrape your bowl down at least once in this process. Now for the hard part. We are going to cover the cookie dough and place it in the refrigerator to chill for at least 45 minutes. You could do overnight if you wanted to, but at least 45 minutes. Now that the dough is finished chilling, we are going to preheat the oven and prepare our cookie sheet. by lining it with parchment paper or a Silpat. I'm going to use a Silpat. And then you're going to prepare your topping, which is mixing the cinnamon sugar mixed together, which is 1/4 cup of sugar and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon in a small bowl, while you wait for the oven to preheat. Once your oven is preheated and you have your topping mixed together, you are going to remove the dough from the refrigerator and scoop it into 1.5 tablespoon size balls. You're going to roll them briefly between the palms of your hands until they're smooth, and then roll them in the cinnamon and sugar, making sure that they're coated in it, and then put it on a baking sheet at least 2 inches apart. I like to bake 10 at a time because they do spread just a little bit, and I don't want them to touch. I want to have them be that circle. Now we're going to bake the cookies in our oven, which is preheated to 350 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes. Now keep your remaining cookie dough in the refrigerator while these cookies bake, and make sure that when you do get ready to make the next batch of cookies, that you do not put them on a hot baking sheet. Make sure that the baking sheet you're using is cool, because otherwise they will spread. Now, once you've taken the cookies out of the oven, you want to allow them to completely cool before enjoying. So while you can eat them and they taste pretty good on the first day, these cookies really develop their flavor the longer they sit. So I would recommend waiting until the next day before you eat the cookie. It's something about the way the spices interact with everything. They just taste so much better the next day. So definitely at least let them completely cool. If not, wait until the next day before eating them. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I am so glad that you stopped by, and I hope that you enjoy making these pumpkin Snickerdoodle cookies. They are one of my new favorites, and if you bake this recipe, please let me know below what you think of them. I hope you consider subscribing to my channel. We will be having a lot more fall and holiday baking videos coming out in the next few months. So until next time, happy baking, friends. Bye.